KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292FQ Riverside, and K293CF Moreno Valley.
You can put it on the board. Yes!
Welcome to Sports Circus. I'm Ringmaster Sal, live from my home studio here in fabulous Las Vegas. Yes, and this is brought to you by AMP TV, AAMP TV. This segment is brought to you by Legal Shield, providing legal protection and peace of mind. Legal Shield can help with traffic tickets, texting and driving, DUIs, court appearances, estate planning, even contracts given to people they don't understand, plus a whole lot more. For more information, contact Legal Shield at 213-245-1305. That's 213-245-1305. Or check them out online for more information at nocourt.us. That's nocourt.us. And welcome into everybody listening in on Magic 97.9 FM right here in Las Vegas on our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates from coast to coast. Hell, from Honolulu all the way to Boston, down to Atlanta, Corpus Christi, Texas, Los Angeles, and a whole bunch of points in between. Can't forget our friends over in Alabama and WAUD over in Auburn, as well as our friends over in Faraday, Louisiana, and Natchez, Mississippi on 107.1 The River, Mid-South Broadcasting. Here with two-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior, Tyrone Poole. There he is.
Hey, how you doing, Sal? Hey, as in the great words of the best rapper, one of the best rappers here in Atlanta, the Bone Crusher. We ready. We ready. We ready for the Sports Circus. We ready, baby. We ready, Sam. What we got going today?
We are ready. Hey, listen, let me ask you a question. You know, we
No, hold on, Sam. It's not we are ready. It's we ready. We ready. I know the political way is the politically correct way is to say it. We are ready. No, we ready. Come on, Sal. It's just like, show me the money. We got to get you right, Sal. We ready. Go ahead, Sal.
All right, we ready.
It's not we are. There you go.
We're ready. Okay. Now, we have this thing, it's called the Olympics, right? Every 4 years. And we have some questionable activity, seemingly, from country to country sometimes, especially when it deals with Russia. You know, Russia, we go back, back to the early, and we think about, wait a minute, don't those guys cheat every now and then? Don't they do things they probably shouldn't do, but sometimes they get away with it? Now, you may remember that Russia was barred from the next two Olympics, World Cup, but watered-down doping ban is viewed as devastating by critics. Now, listen to this for just a minute here. Now, Russian athletes will not appear under their national flag at the next two Olympic Games. Stop right there. They're not going to appear under the national flags, but yet they can compete. I have to ask you, without even going any further, what is wrong with that statement?
Everything's wrong about it. Everything's wrong about it. It shouldn't be no half and half, but go ahead and continue. Continue, Sal.
Isn't that ridiculous? Right. And the nation's soccer team will be ineligible for the 2020 World Cup after a court halved but upheld a sweeping ban on Russian participation in international sport. Now, the World Anti-Doping Agency, we'll call them WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, sought to bar Russia from all world championships in all sports for a years long. state-sponsored doping scheme. Dozens of Russian athletes use performance-enhancing drugs, and with extensive government help, that's the part right there. With extensive government help, they dodged punishment. Now, remember that World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA? So WADA had originally recommended a 4-year ban, and the Court of Arbitration for Sports, we'll call them CAS. So the Court of Arbitration, they said, in fact, just today, they slashed the length to only 2 years. All right, Tyrone, what's wrong with that statement?
You know what? If you're caught, you're caught. You got to serve the time. You got to serve the punishment. So, you got major people who try to put their hands in the cookie jar to try to help people get out of trouble. So that's what I see here.
Yeah. It's kind of like having a laptop with a bunch of stuff on it, but then somebody didn't see it by chance, whatever the case. Now, some critics saw it as a, quote, watered down outcome, close quote. Travis Tygart, CEO of the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency, called the decision devastating, but others see it as a victory for WADA and a clean sport advocate who worried about that a forceful Russian legal challenge could get the ban wiped away entirely. Remember that CAS thing we just talked about as well? The CAS panel says, quote, unanimously determined the Russian anti-doping agency to be non-compliant with the World Anti-Doping Code, close quote. The court said in an outlying decision. Now, can Russian athletes still compete? Yes, we heard that at the very first sentence. Now, the suspension will last 2 years from the date of decision through December 16, 2022. It therefore applies to the rescheduled 2021 Olympics and Paralympics, the 2022 Winter Olympics and Paralympics, and the 2022 Men's World Cup, which begins November 21, 2022. Does that sound fair and reasonable to you, Tyrone?
No. That's right. No. No way.
Now, the ruling also applies to many other sports-specific world championships, such as those in track and field and swimming. Let's explore that track and field thing, something you know just a little bit about, right, Tyrone? What do you think about that track and field side of it?
The track and field side of it, the weather, this is what I know, okay? The temperature, the climate, I think has a lot to do with, just in my opinion, the development of certain types of skills. So when you're not like, you find more faster people or more, I'm not going to say, just again, my opinion, more athletes who are better because of the elements like the warm weather climates. Because you're able to stay outside a lot. That's where I'm kind of going with this. You're able to stay outside a lot versus when you're in a climate where you have more winter than you do summer, then I think you find less of those athletes because, you don't have that much time to be outside. And you look at the Russia's elements, you would probably have to think that's why, in my opinion, that they have to take all this doping and everything to try just to compete. Again, it's just my opinion. But when it comes to track and field, I love the sport. I ran the 100, 200 myself. I ran pretty fast, I think, for a football player. I had like a 10.3-1 in the 100 meters. And this is without coaching and proper equipment, just natural talent. But I love track and field. It's one of those sports that thank you. It's one of those sports where you truly have to have the gift of speed to participate. And if you don't have that gift, then you're going to try to take some type of creative way, do something creative to increase or enhance your abilities. So track and field is one of the purest one-on-one sports, and I like it.
Yeah, as do I. I mean, I was as far as the high school level, and I chose I chose the baseball path over track and field, which I actually should have did both. I made a big mistake there. Another story for another time. But now remember, this whole thing does not, however, bar Russian athletes from competition altogether, which to me seems incredibly unfair. It's like as your country goes, as the athletes go. Now, many will still be allowed to participate under a neutral flag. What kind of garbage is that? They'll even be allowed to have they're going to even be allowed to have the word Russia on uniforms.
Stop it.
Now, the cast, remember the cast, we talked about them, right? Now, they wrote, quote, the panel's orders includes the possibility during the 2-year period for any athlete or athletes supporting personnel from Russia to participate or attend in Olympics and Paralympic Games, winter or summer, and any world championship organized or sanctioned by WADA. Remember WADA, that was our first one, our first acronym, by their signatory on the condition that they are not subject to suspension imposed by a competent authority. Hold on to that one for a second. A competent authority that the uniform worn does not contain the flag for the Russian Federation and contains the words neutral athletes. Imagine that one, right? Now, and that the Russian national anthem is not played or sung at any official event, close quote. All right, so let's unpack this a little bit here just in the last second. I'll tell you what, take the last minute. I want you to tell me about this idea of the uniform does not contain the flag for Russia, but at the same time, what else does it say? Any words or anything sanctioned by, look, you can be a Russian athlete, but you can't say Russia on there? What kind of garbage is this, Tyrone?
But you know what? That's, in other words, what they're saying, these guys are unattached. And anybody who knows track and field knows that word, unattached. So, for example, if I am running with my local team, I get in trouble, okay? They still want me to participate, still want me to get my whatever in track and field. I'm just no longer part of the team. So I'm unattached. I run unattached. But again, if you are, and I'm pretty sure a lot of guys are not, I say not taking doping, but there could be a couple of bad apples here and there that can make the whole barrel become spoiled. So you don't want to have those guys punished. So they run unattached. But those guys who are caught, this is just another way for them to be able to compete, which I just say if you're wrong, you're wrong. You're banned, you're banned. But you know what? We'll be back with more of this sports circus, but this is a great topic. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? Quick Cash Offer can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents and risking your safety by showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your home to foreclosure. If you have any equity in your home, we will buy it and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call Quick Cash Offer now before the economy gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just don't want to get the cash you need today.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's 800-470-7113.
AMP, the multi-format network, is here to help create, produce, distribute, and sell your content. For more information, send a message to info@aamp.tv. That's info@aamp.tv.
Are you a small business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you with startup capital, business strategy, sales and marketing, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea, the American Business Trust Company can help with the rest. For a free evaluation, you may visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's ABTRUSTCO.com, or call them at 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-854-3183. 800-854-3183. 800-854-3183. That's 800-854-3183.
Welcome back to the Sports Circus. I'm your Ringmaster Sal, live from the AMP TV mobile studios here in fabulous Las Vegas that actually stopped in front of my house. And guess what? I'm parked right in my own home studio. Gotta like that one, folks. All right. Big welcome into Tyrone Poole, 2-time Super Bowl champion. We just saw him for a flash there on television. Joining us here today, 2-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior. And a big welcome into everybody watching us on Hotel TV from coast to coast, as well as listening on our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates, and those right here in Las Vegas, Magic 97.9 FM. Thanks for joining us, as well as everybody else. Folks, it's live. You're watching this on TV. It's a little chaotic right now, but the cool thing is it's live and anything can happen. Isn't that right, Tyrone?
Anything can happen. Anything. Yeah. But Sam, man, I got to get back on this, what we were talking about, man.
All right. So, folks, in case you're just tuning in, we're talking about this, the leniency and the seemingly favoritism and the anti-doping for Russia for the World Championships, for the Olympics, whether it's summer and a winter, and all this other stuff. And Tyrone, first of all, I'm seeing a mad amount of favoritism, and the favoritism where the Russian athletes are allowed to perform in their sports. They just can't wear a coat that says Russia, and they can't sing the Russian national anthem. Well, guess what, buddy? If they were busted for doping, as the team goes, as everybody goes, that's kind of how I see it. What do you think?
Yeah. Again, like I said, I feel exactly the way you feel, Sal. If someone is caught, if I'm riding in the car with you and say we have 4 other people, me, you, Sonar, and whoever else riding in the car. And if you get caught with something, they don't just take you, they take everybody in the car. So again, I get it. Yeah. So if you're a team, you are a team. Okay. That's why in sports, they say if somebody doesn't do something, they don't just punish that one person. The coach punishes the whole team. Everybody got to do push-ups because little Johnny or Big Johnny didn't do what he was supposed to do. So everybody gets punished. But again, like I said, in track and field, a lot of people know the word unattached. So that is a way to go and fly up under the radar, so to speak. This person is not a part of the team, but they are part of the team. It's just they cannot utilize our name, our likeness, our imagery, but still this person gets an opportunity to compete. My thing is, like you said, Sal, hey, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You shouldn't compete at all. And if I had my way, if I was a commissioner, if I was someone giving orders, I would say if you get caught, man, it's just one time. And you banned for life. I think, like you said, it's too much leniency, and that's why people continue to repeat. And I get it. Track and field is not like some of these other top sports: soccer, football, American football, baseball, basketball. So it's hemorrhaging, so to speak, financially. So you want to try to keep the competition there, but I think not at the sake of integrity. So, if someone messes up, they got to be punished. Show me your right hand. That's all I want to know. Which hand you stole it with. That's all I want to see. And we'll go from there. But yeah.
The Court of Arbitration for Sports and the World Anti-Doping Agency, they're supposed to uphold what the rules are for everybody and not show favoritism. Now, the conditions for Russian athletes' participation outlined by that commission for fair sports, etc., the CES, are slightly more lenient than those previously proposed by the World Anti-Doping Agency and significantly more lenient than clean athletes that others had hoped for. Now listen to this one. Russian athletes whose anti-doping, or better yet, whose doping data test was manipulated by the Russian government, for example, will be able to compete provided they aren't convicted cheaters. The word is convicted. And the CAS ruling shifts the burden of proof on the athletes who could have had to prove that they are clean or not. Now, this is a bunch of nonsense. Now, who will have to prove the athletes aren't clean? Check this out. The CAS wrote that Russian athletes, quote, may only participate in or attend, close quote, Olympics and World Championships on the following conditions. Number one, the athlete shall not be subject to suspension, restriction, condition, or exclusion imposed by a competent, there's the key word, competent authority in any past or future proceeding which remains in force. What the heck does this mean, Tyrone? Let's just stop right there. I mean, what is a competent authority? Come on, man.
That, like you said, that is the what we call it, the disclaimer, so to speak. That's the way out right there. So who determines what a competent official is? Just like success, it's so broad. It's a broad term. So that's that disclaimer. We can get out with this because you know what? He or she was able to know what 2 + 2 is. But we're talking about 2 times 2. So, it's just a way to get out of something. Yeah.
Right. Let's go on. Okay. Next item is the athlete shall participate in a uniform to be approved by the relevant sports governing body. Who the hell is the relevant sports governing body? Just stop right there. Who is this body? Is it the same one that has the competent person? Who are we talking about here?
Yeah. You know what? If I am Russia or I'm any athlete that's in trouble, I'm going to come up with these broad terms, like you said, competent, and then just the uniform itself and all that. I want somebody who is going to impart and have all of that. And what I mean, I'm going to make another example, like the U.S. government, right? I don't want the U.S. government only operated by Democrats. I'm not a Democrat or Republican, but I don't want it also run by Republicans. I want a checks and balances. I think those are the best types of governing bodies, checks and balances. So you're going to have the competent official, but then let's make sure the competent official is separate from the next person that makes the decision. That's an old adjective in sports. I'm going to let you get back to explaining more about this craziness. But it's like an athlete. You never want your agent to be your financial advisor. So I'm like, so I don't want whoever the competent ref is or official to be the same guy to determine anything else that is dealing with the suspension or the availability of a player or a country to participate. Checks and balances.
Right. Back on that. Yeah, on that government thing. I mean, hell, let's throw in the libertarians. Got to have some libertarians in there. Got to have some independents there. I mean, let's get the full gamut so we get the full spectrum and we don't isolate maybe a couple of different groups that need to have some representation. But all right, continuing on. And the body shall contain, that governing body shall not contain the flag of the Russian Federation, current or historical, or any national emblem or national symbol for the Russian Federation. If the uniform contains or displays the name Russia in any language or format, I love that, any language, the word neutral athlete must be displayed. Now, wait a minute. It says if the uniform contains or displays a name Russia in any language or format, the words neutral must be displayed. Now, wait a minute. Earlier in the statement, it just says the athlete shall participate in a uniform to be approved by the relevant sports governing body, which shall not contain the flag for the Russian Federation. Talk about double talk in the same damn quote. Yeah. This is embarrassing.
As they say, talking out the side of their neck. So again, you got people making decisions, and basically, like you said, this is how they cover up things. So you could look at it, as they would say, even Stevie Wonder could see that, you know what, this doesn't look good by no means. And, you know, I don't like it. And all it does is just open up cans of worms for every other opportunity down the road for somebody to manipulate, misuse, and continue to keep bad in something that people are trying to clean up. Well, it's the doping, right, all that stuff. But yeah, go ahead, Sal.
Right. Okay. I would try to finish this up here. Now, the athlete shall not display publicly the flag of the Russian Federation or current or historical, the name Russia in any language or format, or national emblem or the national symbol of the Russian Federation, including with the limitations on their clothes, equipment, personal equipment. They can't. Now, the Russian national anthem cannot be played, the official song nonetheless, cannot be played or sung at any official event or venue, etc., controlled by the signatory or its appointed event, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's kind of summarize this real quick. Can Russian teams still compete? Yes. They say it's unclear whether a group of Russian soccer players or hockey players, for example, could compete as an unaffiliated team at the World Cup or Olympics. But Russian Hockey Federation said that both its men's and women's teams will compete at World Championships and the Olympics in 2021 and 2022. And the players, the jerseys, can designate the colors of their flag for Russia. They can represent it as they said. Come on, man. Yeah. This whole thing is one steaming double talk pile of you-know-what.
Yeah, it is, and it stinks. It stinks very bad. But again, people know the colors of Russia. So, like you said, regardless if they put the flag and all that stuff, they still know who they are. And again, it's just a way to just manipulate the system, and it's not fair. So that's why we got to have good governing bodies. We got to have people, different thoughts, different backgrounds, and the more the merrier. The melting pot, I think, makes the best decision governing body. So it's wrong. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Tyrone, yes. Listen, I don't like that. I don't like the favoritism. I don't like all that crap because they seem to get everything that goes their way conveniently. Whatever the case, guess what, folks? We're going to switch topics. In the next one, we got something for you to chew on. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come here on The Circus. Back here with two-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior, Tyrone Poole.
Attention business owners, you and your customers are listening to this commercial right now. Face it, every business needs customers, even yours. The Sports Circus is a primetime nationally syndicated program that's carried on ABC, NBC, CNBC, and Westwood One News affiliates, plus CBS, Fox, and NBC sports affiliates across North America with coverage from Hawaii to New York. Also, the Sports Circus is available to the 180 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, and the Sports Circus gets about 4 million website visitors per month, which could click through your website and bring sales. The Sports Circus provides great content featuring celebrity guests from sports and entertainment to our audience every weekday, which your company could greatly benefit from by increasing your visibility, foot traffic, eyeballs to your website, and calls from potential customers. Call us right now at 702-799-9935. Again, 702-799-9935, or email us at info@thesportscircus.com. That's info@thesportscircus.com. Drive your sales today by advertising with the Sports Circus. So, you want to be in show business. Do people tell you that you're really funny, you have a great personality, and you should have your own talk show? Many of us have been told that, but we don't know how to get started. It's easier than you think. Let the pros at Cali Vegas give you a free talent evaluation. Call 949-445-1119 and learn how quickly you can create, produce, and host your very own talk show. Imagine not having to sit in traffic every day, commuting back and forth to the same old boring job. Get started in television or radio today with your free talent evaluation from Cali Vegas. Call 949-445-1119 or visit them online at calivegas.com. Make your dream come true today and create your new career and learn how to become a television or radio star with the help of Cali Vegas. 949-445-1119. Call now.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? Quick Cash Offer can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents and risking your safety by showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your home to foreclosure. If you have any equity in your home, we will buy it and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call Quick Cash Offer now before the economy gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just don't want to get the cash you need today.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's 800-470-7113.
Sports Circus. I'm the Ringmaster Sal, live from my home studio here in fabulous Las Vegas, brought to you by AMP TV, all ages media programming. Make sure you Google AMP TV and check them out. AMP TV, AAMP TV. All right, folks, this segment is brought to you in part by the Sports Circus. Make sure you check out the Sports Circus for our upcoming guests, our prior guest, our podcast, and also some of our partners. Had some great partners. One of them is the College of Southern Nevada Athletics. Check them out at csncoyotes.com for upcoming games and events. csncoyotes.com, the College of Southern Nevada Athletics. All right. And a big welcome back to everybody listening in on Magic 97.9 FM over in Las Vegas, actually right here in Las Vegas, and our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates from coast to coast. Big hello to our friends down at Corpus Christi, Texas on CBS Sports. Corpus Christi, that'd be KSIX. Big hello to them, as well as our friends over in Atlanta, WDJY. Thanks for joining us. Up in Boston, WBNW. Over in LA, our NBC News and CNBC Financial and AP affiliate. That would be KCAA 106.5, 102.3, and 1050 AM. Big hello to our friends over in Hawaii. Aloha to CBS Sports 1500, KHKA, as well as everybody else. Well, shoot, over in Faraday, Louisiana. 107.1 The River, Auburn, Alabama. That'd be WAUD, home of the Atlanta Braves, and everywhere else. Everybody watching in hotels, thanks for joining us and streaming us on AMP TV and the Sports Circus and Facebook. Back here with two-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior, Tyrone Poole. Tyrone, buddy, I got something to chew right now. Are you ready for this one? Now, look. We all like snack foods, right? We like snacks, and I know sometimes, between segments, we try to choke down whatever we can just to kind of keep us going. What about this? Think about the last time you open up a candy bar. You open up a candy bar, again, I'm guilty of it. I love candy. You open up a candy bar, what do you get? Boy, you open it and pow, you get this incredible chocolate scent. And you're like, hallelujah. I hear the choir singing to me right now, and I got to eat this almost as fast as I can just so I could have that same experience and maybe open up yet another one. Now, you know that experience. You know what I'm talking about, right? With that.
Yes, I do. I do.
You get that blast of chocolate, right?
Yes.
Think about this. Are you ready? Buddy, are you ready for this one? Are you sitting down? Of course you're sitting down. You better lie down with this one because word has
I even got my cup ready.
Word has it that, yes, the manufacturing companies, the candy manufacturing companies, what do they have? They have a chocolate-scented glue for adhesive for those packages. So when people open up the packages like me, and I'm like, yes, there's that chocolate. Well, guess what?
Yes.
Not so fast, because you can't eat the wrapper, but the smell, the blast comes right at me. When I take a bite of my favorite candy bar, boom, there it is. Do you ever have that experience where you get that sudden blast of chocolate?
Yes, I have. And I'm gonna say this: you can lick the paper, but what you got to do is wait until the chocolate melts. It melts, so leave it outside for a little bit and let it melt. Then the chocolate's on the wrapper. Then you can lick the wrapper. But no, I have opened, and this is information, that the Sports Circus, Arsenio Hall type of things to make you say, So this chocolate wrapper, I never thought about that, Sal. I always thought it was just a chocolate. I'm like, man, this is some rich chocolate. But you rip it open and that scent of chocolate just hits your nostrils, and you're like, you can't wait to dig into it. So yeah, man, this is news. I'm like, I always just thought it was just a chocolate, but they are actually spraying the actual wrapper with a chocolate scent.
That's the adhesive in there, I guess, to seal up. And look, I grew up around the candy world my whole life. My dad worked for the candy companies, delivering candy everywhere, whatever. Sometimes a case of candy would fall off the back of the truck, and he would conveniently help out and bring it home. This way, it doesn't go to the rats and all the other stuff in the street, if you know what I mean. But nonetheless, you don't realize this as a kid, but you open something and you get this incredible blast of chocolate, like an air freshener, right? But here's where I'm going with this, Tyrone. Now we think of all those healthy snacks. I do the air quotes for everybody on television, right? We do those healthy snacks. And what about like those Tiger bars, the Tiger Milk bars, and pick your favorite like protein bar that has the chocolate everything with it. I mean, do you think there's a little deception going on by these manufacturing companies? Hey, this is a healthy thing, but it's chocolate. But yet this is healthy. And where do we draw the line? Tyrone, you have a body fat percent of what? 2? It's ridiculous. 2 on a bad day, I'd say. And fitness for sure. But what do you think about this? How do they get away with this?
Well, I still try to keep myself in shape, and I do still eat pretty much anything I want. Thank God for that. But the chocolate, I think, chocolate is healthy for you. Like, the cocoa in the chocolate is what is healthy for you. But I think this is similar to what they do in the movies, right? They say subliminally, they are flashing like little messages on the screen, and you really can't see it, but your subconscious sees it. So it makes you say, I think I want to go get some popcorn. And you're like, where did that thought come from? Subliminally, it was put to you because it's like little flashes in the movie. So the same thing here with the chocolate. It's almost like the Lay's. You can't just eat one. So that chocolate scent.
The Pringles are like that. Hey, let me ask you: have you ever had just one Pringle? I, in my life, have never had one Pringles potato chip.
Man, I haven't had one Pringle, or have I licked the Tootsie Roll 3 times, and that was it. I think I might have licked the Tootsie Roll maybe 2 times. 1, 2. So how many licks does it take to get to the center? It only took me 2. But that chocolate thing, that is something very, very interesting because, I guess that explains why when I eat one Snicker bar or a chocolate bar, it could be a Hershey's or whatever, I'm like, man, I need another one.
Right, so you got to relive that experience of opening the wrapper and there, pow, it hits you right in the face. Right? And I think that's what it is. We need to relive that blast of chocolate. But when it comes to nutrition, so here you are, the picture of health. When it comes to nutrition, and let's just say people are trying to get that ripped up 8-pack. You don't have 6, you got all 8. Well, if they want to have the Tyrone Poole talk and grind body, they say, wait a minute, now I got this nutrition bar and it smells good, but is it good for me? It must be because Tyrone's eating it. Now maybe Tyrone was paid to eat that, but Tyrone could burn 10,000 calories in a day where you could burn 1,500.
Well, again, like you said, most chocolate, the cocoa, like I said, is the actual health part of it. Chocolate is made of cocoa, so to speak, and whatever you combine it with, or you're making a chocolate cake, or you making a health candy bar, and some of these health bars, they do, if you read the ingredients, it says cocoa. And cocoa is good for you. But again, I think it's the amount of sugar that's in the chocolate that really drives the do's and don'ts. Go ahead, Sam.
And also, I will add to that the palm oil. The palm oil in candy bars is rampant. Folks, if you don't know about this, read a little bit about palm oil. Go ahead, Tyrone.
Yeah, read about that, and read about, like I said, the sugar intake. And that's what I normally try to tell people. It's okay to eat chocolate, because really, when I don't have the opportunity to eat healthy, I will take a regular bar that you will find, a candy bar that you find at the store, and eat it, because it gives me that fast type of sugar rush that gives me that energy. But I don't want to make a lifestyle of eating those type of sugary candy bars. But from a health standpoint, the chocolate, the cocoa, there is a little bit of, they call it, not the actual sugar, but it's a kind of a different type of sugar that it does give it that flavor, but it doesn't affect your glucose level like regular sugar. But
I used to do a couple of shows on that. About the medical side of it, and one of them is that you're right, dark chocolate is the way to go. The more cacao that you can get inside sometimes there's 50, you can find 70% of them. I'm sorry, they're called. It's called cacao. Yeah,
I know.
But yeah, that's what it is. It's better for you. It's like the polyphenols that are in wine, red wine, are the same that are in the cacao. So the more dark chocolate you eat, the better for you. Then, just like you're saying, Tyrone,
but
the
it's
milk
got to be
chocolate,
a higher percentage of dark chocolate too, though.
Yes, you want a much higher percentage, and you're right about the oil, because milk chocolate has that in there. It breaks it up. It's not as harsh, and it's not as I guess as bitter as chocolate usually.
Yeah, the palm oil will soften the blow of the darker, bitter dark chocolate.
So go dark chocolate. That's the best type of chocolate you can possibly get. If you're going to pick one of them, do the dark, and do it as high as you can get it.
Yes. I'll tell you what, and for me, it's going to be death by chocolate, Tyrone. But in the fitness world, with the misleading and the nutrition, how all that happens with all these snack companies making these misleading bars that are loaded with complex carbohydrates, empty calories, etc. A lot of people don't know about that stuff. Take a quick 30 seconds and tell people, that will pick up on the other side with this.
Now, again, just like what Sonar said, the richer, the darker the chocolate, the better. The sugar content is what you really want to make sure you minimize, but you also just making sure that the chocolate is a health benefit. It does have a health benefit. So just like the Sports Circus, you know what? We are so sweet on you that if you get too much of us, your teeth gonna fall out your mouth, because we're gonna make you laugh with nothing but sweetness. But we'll be right back with more Sports Circus and more great topics. Don't go nowhere.
AMP, the multi-format network, is here to help create, produce, distribute, and sell your content. For more information, send a message to info@aamp.tv. That's info@aamp.tv.
Are you a small business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you with startup capital, business strategy, sales and marketing, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea, the American Business Trust Company can help with the rest. For a free evaluation, you may visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's ABTRUSTCO.com, or call them at 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away.
This is an urgent health notice. All residents suffering from back pain. You may qualify for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare. Simply call the Health Alert Hotline now. The Health Alert Hotline is your back brace company. These specialized braces have been thoroughly tested for pain relief. Call us toll-free right now to determine your eligibility. Don't wait. The deadline is fast approaching. The call just takes a few minutes, and we will handle all of the Medicare paperwork. Back braces have helped thousands of people just like you get relief from their back pain and return to living their lives to the fullest, enjoying activities they thought they might never be able to experience again. Find out if you're eligible to receive a pain-relieving back brace. Make sure to have your Medicare card ready when you call. Call us right now.
800-223-7902. 800-223-7902. 800-223-7902. That's 800-223-7902.
Attention business owners, you and your customers are listening to this commercial right now. Face it, every business needs customers, even yours. The Sports Circus is a primetime nationally syndicated program that's carried on ABC, NBC, CNBC, and Westwood One News affiliates, plus CBS, Fox, and NBC sports affiliates across North America, with coverage from Hawaii to New York. Also, the Sports Circus is available to the 180 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, and the Sports Circus gets about 4 million website visitors per month, which could click through your website and bring sales. The Sports Circus provides great content featuring celebrity guests from sports and entertainment to our audience every weekday, which your company could greatly benefit from by increasing your visibility, foot traffic, eyeballs to your website, and calls from potential customers. Call us right now at 702-799-9935. Again, 702-799-9935, or email us at info@thesportscircus.com. That's info@thesportscircus.com. Drive your sales today by advertising with the Sports Circus.
Hello and welcome back to the Sports Circus. I'm gonna start. This is my new name. Since we're talking about chocolate, I'm gonna call myself Sexual Chocolate. I got that one from Sonar. But you know what? Welcome back to the Sports Circus. We sit here talking about health, man. We talking about Olympics. We got a barn burner show going today. But my name is Sexual Chocolate. Welcome back to the Sports Circus. Those watching us on CBS, NBC Sports, and Fox Sports affiliates, welcome. All those hotel TV across this great country. Those watching us sports. I can't even stop, man. Oh, see, that's how the Sports Circus. That's why you got to listen to us every day. You don't know what's going to happen on here, but we guarantee to make you laugh. But we want to welcome all those watching us and viewing us on Facebook, at App TV, app.tv, and those viewing us on thesportscircus.com. Welcome back. I'm here again. My name is Tyrone Poole. I'm here with the ringmaster himself, Sal, the man who started this Sports Circus, who all got us all talking about chocolate. So, Sal, man, I'm thinking about what you said, and I'm like, there's so many benefits. And just like Sonar said, there's so many benefits for chocolate, the dark chocolate, just with athletes, man. And I'm thinking just the bodily function, say for example, the brain function, athletes, or just anybody, period. You have to think. So if I'm an athlete before a game or during practice, you know what? I'm going to eat me some chocolate, because all them plays that we got to learn and everything, chocolate helps improve brain function. So why not eat you some chocolate? So now, that's the greatness about this show. It's so educational. So to all athletes, go get you some chocolate, dark chocolate, and take it and just experiment and see, does it help you during practice.
Tyrone, have you had any other superfoods? Have somebody ever told you while you were working out, any of your coaches, to tell you to eat something before the game or eat something the night before, something like? I mean, carbohydrates, of course, because you need that energy, you need that quick
I remember
stuff.
we were told to eat pasta.
But so those carbohydrates, those complex sugars that take a little bit longer. But have you ever like maybe avocados or coconut oil or anything like that? Any of those super athlete tricks?
Well, I think, like you said, you brought up a good word, superfoods. Superfoods. A lot of people like superfoods. What are they talking about? Superman? What are they talking? But there are some superfoods, like you said, Sal, and Sonar, and as Sal is talking about, that will help the human body actually produce better. They're super greens. They're leafly type foods that you can eat that will help promote endurance, oils and things. So yes, there are superfoods out there, and I think people are more predicated to understanding their bodies more. And I'll even say myself, back when I was playing, really it was more protein powder. You're trying to build your muscle and everything like that. And I think people forgot about, you build that muscle, but you got to also sustain that muscle so that it can perform at its maximum. And that's where these superfoods come in. So if you can build a muscle strong and then give it some superfood to actually promote the sustainability of its ability the muscle's ability to produce time in and time out. Sonar, that's a very good point, those superfoods. So yeah, Coco, I'm going to give me some chocolate right now.
Yes. Well, Tyrone, think about this. All the people driving to work or driving home from work right now listening, look, we're in prime time, bro. That's what we do. And people are thinking about what? They're thinking about, I missed breakfast, I missed lunch, I missed dinner, whatever it is. I need some chocolate. Give me something. But the goal is for everybody sitting in traffic right now or thinking about food. I need a quick snack, a quick pick-me-up. Look, some people are on a fitness track. Some people give a damn about their health. Some don't, right? So now we have this maybe disparity between dark chocolate and milk chocolate and white chocolate, whatever. But at the end of the day, what do we got to do? We got to put quality food into our system, because otherwise, if we're sitting around all day and we're sucking back chocolate and having chocolate milk and everything bad for us, coffee, sugar, these latte drinks. I don't even know what those things are. I don't even drink coffee. I know it smells okay, but the taste is awful.
Yeah.
It's all, in my opinion, forget it. Drink tea, drink water, drink chocolate milk. But at the end of the day, you got to burn this stuff off. So if you're sitting around at work or you're driving home now, sitting in an hour or two in traffic, guess what? They're thinking about snack food. What do you suggest, Tyrone, for someone to drive home with a quality snack food that can be burnt maybe a couple, 3 hours later, that's not going to hang on them with all these complex carbohydrates, for example?
Yeah. And, that's a great point as well. You want to eat foods that depending on what you're doing, you want to eat food. If you're about to do an event, you want to eat food that the body can burn very quickly. It's fast burning. And a night before a game, you want to eat something that's slow burning, or the night before whatever type of event, pasta, things like that. Oatmeal is kind of slow burning. So this chocolate thing, I just can't get away from it, but just want to let people know, athletes, or whether you're just a everyday person, you still require energy. Your body still requires energy. So just the benefits of dark chocolate, from a athletic standpoint, the blood, your heart, you got to have a great heart to be able to perform at a high level. The more efficient your heart is in pushing the blood through your body, then it gets more oxygen to those cells, to those muscles, so that you can repeatedly perform at a high level. So, man, there's so many things with dark chocolate. Go ahead, Sal.
I got something for you. So what do you think about this for a dinner? And let's say somebody is thinking about this conversation, saying, you know what, man, I love me some dark chocolate and a big old block of dark chocolate, but I'm going to proceed that main course of my meal with maybe a kale and spinach salad, maybe with some shredded carrots. And my main course, of course, is going to be that big block of chocolate. Can somebody survive off of that for a week straight?
Yeah, I definitely believe so. Yeah, I would say yes, you could, because again,
you can survive.
Provide your body with energy.
You can survive. You can survive eating dirt for a week. I mean, you'll survive.
hey, listen, I'm throwing in a healthy salad to supplement. And of course, you have your 96 ounces of water a day on top of it. I mean, this seems feasible for someone maybe looking for what? A weight loss situation. I don't know. I don't advocate nothing, but I'll tell you what, this kind of stuff works. Instead of buying these things on TV, well, I lost 38 pounds having this particular, screw all that. Look, you got salad in your yard. You got lawn clippings in your yard. Go make a salad there and you'll find a cheap piece of dark chocolate somewhere. Guess what? You could lose weight right in your very own home without subscribing to all these things. But at the end of the day, Tyrone, what I really wanted to know was, is it feasible for somebody to survive with a nighttime block of dark chocolate because it allows them to get into the deep sleep with the melatonin, but having the big salad to go with it with no dressing? That's the trick. Or maybe just a balsamic, nothing else, nothing sugar laden.
Well, again, I think it's all predicated on what that person is trying to do. Now, again, like you mentioned losing weight. And, I think that will help you lose weight, because to me, the key is to burn more calories than you take in. To me, that's the old added formula for losing weight. And the healthier you do it, then the better off you're going to be. But on the flip side, if you're a person trying to put on weight, like for example, when I played, I was trying to maintain my weight. So I was trying to eat foods that not only had the health benefit from it, but also calories, because my body fat was low. So when my body got hungry, my muscles started to cannibalize itself. It started because there was no fat to eat. So it started eating itself. So that's why sometimes, and people, believe me, I know you just heard the muscles cannibalizing itself, but that is true. Your muscles will find some kind of way to get energy and it'll start eating itself. So with me, what I started to notice is I'm like, wow, I look thinner than I looked before. I had almost the same strength, but I look slimmer. Well, that's because my muscles were cannibalizing itself. So a person like me, I needed calories, so that dark chocolate and just eating that salad probably wouldn't cut it for me, even though it was healthy. So I probably would sneak out and get a burger from, one of those fast food restaurants and then come back to the chocolate and the salad.
Right. But at the same time, look, I mean, if you're really serious about this weight loss thing in the first place, you got to have protein so you don't wipe your muscles out. Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, look, like you said, the muscles will cannibalize, but you need to replenish that protein because at the end of the day, they got to have the muscles. We need protein.
Yeah,
period.
Absolutely. And I absolutely agree with what you say, Tyrone, because that's how I lose weight usually, is I just eat less. I mean, I don't go out and have that, that fourth meal everybody's talking about. So yeah, I'll do something like that, but also cutting out those carbs, because you as an athlete, you eat those carbs because you need them. You need that energy. You need that boost. That's why you eat carbs early in the morning, because like you've said before, Tyrone, you eat for energy. You don't eat because sure, you eat something because it tastes good, but you primarily eat for energy. So being able to store that energy in the proteins, that slow burning energy, if you store up on those, your body will actually start to burn that fast burning energy quick. And then you'll start to lose weight because fat burns faster than protein. So after you're done with the carbohydrates, as long as you don't put any more Cheerios in your body won't burn anymore. It start burning that fat around you, and eventually you'll be more protein.
And those complex carbs will store as fat. And let's face it, you don't burn it, now you're going to get fat accumulation. And Tyrone, with a body fat percentage of almost nothing, I don't even know where that guy could be fat. It's ridiculous, folks. This dude just when he goes and does his workouts, whatever, it's kind of like looking at one of the statues in the museum. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And, you guys bring up some good points. And again, just for athletes, it's just for anybody who's trying to eat healthy. But for an athlete, well, I tell people what I've learned over my years, and this is, basically those who want to lose weight and those athletes who want to maintain. I tell people about my 7-5-2 diet plan. Okay. And you're going to learn a lot about this on the Talk and Grind show that is coming up next year, the beginning of next year. But the 752, 7 days out the week, 5 days I eat as healthy as I can. 2 days I don't I splurge, but I never splurge back to back. And splurge means I'll eat, that bad food, but I do it in moderation. And like Sonar said, I do it at the high point of the day. Why the high point of the day? Because I am probably at my most active at that point. So the 752 diet, man, you need to get on it. They need to get on it, Sal. 752.
Folks, you need to check out Talk and Grind here on AMP TV. And guess what? We're out of time over here. Thanks for two-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior Tyrone Poole joining us today, as well as Sonar running the board for us. We'll see you next time on your favorite station. So long, everyone.
So, you want to be in show business. Do people tell you that you're really funny, you have a great personality, and you should have your own talk show? Many of us have been told that, but we don't know how to get started. It's easier than you think. Let the pros at Cali Vegas give you a free talent evaluation. Call 949-445-1119 and learn how quickly you can create, produce, and host your very own talk show. Imagine not having to sit in traffic every day, commuting back and forth to the same old boring job. Get started in television or radio today with your free talent evaluation from Cali Vegas. Call 949-445-1119 or visit them online at calivegas.com. Make your dream come true today and create your new career and learn how to become a television or radio star with the help of Cali Vegas. 949-445-1119. Call now.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
I'm Jessica Ettinger, CNBC. It was a down day for stocks on Wall Street as investors were disappointed